Hey, what's up, y'all? Khordmaster here. So we have the OPZ and we have the TX-6 from Teenage Engineering, and we have this Game & Watch so that we can see what time it is, which is 10:32 Eastern Standard Time while I'm recording this video. And today's video, I want to talk about these two products. The past several videos that I put out, I had a lot more cables connected here to the TX-6. But today I wanted to just look at the OPZ and the TX-6 together and kind of do a little bit of explaining, again, why these two products work so well together. But before we do that, you see this sticker right here? This sticker I put here because this OPZ had a module that was connected to it, which was the line module, which is an incredible piece of kit that I've used a little bit. But now that I have this mixer, I don't think I will ever use the line module ever again. So maybe we'll do a giveaway for that module. I'm going to hit Teenage Engineering up and see if they're cool with it. But because I have this, and this is portable, and I'll always have this when I have this, probably, I don't think I need the line module. So I think I want to give that away to someone who has a Teenage Engineering OPZ. Let me know in the comments if you guys would even be interested in that giveaway. And I'll hit Teenage Engineering up to see if they are okay with me giving away one of the products that they sent me. Right now we're using the Rumble module in here, and that's my favorite module to use. So that's what's in here. So I'm going to go ahead and just peel this off, and hopefully it doesn't leave any or too much residue, and it does not look like it will. There we go. Perfect. Maybe I'll just put this over here on the side for now. All right. So just at a high level, right? The OPZ is an incredible sequencer, and it's portable, as you can see from the size. And I've created a lot of what I think really good sounding music on here. So let me find one track that I want to show you guys that I'm really proud of. Let's see. So usually when I'm demoing or doing anything with the OPZ, I typically like to leave it in non or autosave mode disabled, which you know that it's in that mode by the fact that this symbol right here is red. You get into that mode by pressing and holding the power button and pressing and holding this track button. And I'm going to remove it from that mode so you can see what it normally looks like upon boot up. So that right there. And I'm going to press and hold it. And the reason I do that is because as I'm demoing things out and explaining things and maybe performing and changing certain things of the state of the OPZ, I don't necessarily want it to stay that way, right? I'm just doing that to kind of show you guys different features and stuff. So that's why I like leaving it there. I should also note that I'm currently using the M1 headset. And I think the sound quality on this microphone connected with this rig is extraordinarily just great. I think this setup that I have right here would enable me to create some content that is sounding really good, that looks really good, using my iPhone up top, which I may consider getting the new iPhone. This is the iPhone 12 Pro that I'm using right now. And next week they're coming out with unveiling the new iPhones and things at Apple's new event. So I skipped the 13, and I could maybe see not a need for, but a benefit of getting the 13 Pro or whatever they call it, if it's going to have 8K and maybe be able to record 8K videos. And the reason I like this mixer and recording content directly to my phone for audio is because I can use a USB-C to lightning cable, and everything that you guys are hearing right now and most of what you're seeing, as I have two different cameras that I'm recording. I have this one and I have this one, but most of what you're seeing from the top down, all from the top down, are all just coming directly from that cable there, which I think is really, really quite incredible. So let's go ahead and let me first show you one of my favorite tracks on here. So I talked about this in a previous video, and I mentioned how the OPZ has these 1 through 0 are 10 different projects. So each of these are different projects that are set, and they all set to the same tempo. Each of the projects are set to the same tempo. Within a project, you have up to 16 patterns, right? So if I am in project 1 and I hit play on this first pattern, it'll sound this way. But if I'm in project 1 and I hit, I think it was this one that I wanted to show you. Nope, it was this one. So I'm in project, we'll say CH, or I'm sorry, pattern CH from project 1, which is, I guess we can say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? It's 8, and I kind of look at this vertical line here as like the halfway point. So this 8, 9, so on and so forth. So some people have their project set so that maybe they start building a track on the first, and then you can copy that track or that pattern to the next and then make, changes, maybe change the drums or change the synth sound but use the same melody or something along those lines, right? And you can build up like a complete project here, that varies and that changes. And then you can even, I forget the word that they call it, but you can even like record the scene changes kind of thing to create like a song. And so it's really smart, really intelligently set up. But what I like doing on here sometimes is I'm able to use some of the more advanced features, such as the mute groups, which allow you to change what parts of a track are muted within a pattern. And the tape track a little bit, and certainly the performance track. And I'm able to make one specific project and one specific pattern sound radically different without even changing to a different pattern. So here's what I mean by that. What I mentioned earlier is like this pattern and say this pattern are going to sound totally different. So you see how those are all different patterns, same tempo, but they all sound very, very different. Well, what if I told you that within this pattern, I can use these things called mute groups, where I'm just soloing and just muting certain tracks within a pattern and making it sound totally different. And that's really cool to me. So check this out. Yo, what's going on, guys? Chordify here, and in today's video we are here to talk about No, that's not right. That's not right. Today's video we're here to talk about Khordify. So Khordify is an app and website that you guys can visit, and it has access to every single song ever invented ever. So not just the songs that we hear on the radio and like pop songs, but also like stuff that I enjoy also playing, like video game music, right? So any song that's on YouTube, you put the link in there and it'll use its algorithm to tell you what chords make up that song, and it's really, really, really accurate, and I love using it. So the app is free to use, but some of the features that you get in the pro version are transpose, where you can, you guessed it, transpose any song to any key, and you also can like slow down the song while it's playing back, so you can kind of practice at like a slower pace, which I think is pretty cool for beginners. Check it out when you get a chance, and without further ado, let's go ahead and get to the video. Thanks for watching. So right here, I'm just hitting number 2, mute group, and it's changing from, it's taking out this track. So let me show you. This first track right here has these 3 sections that are muted, which are the tape track, the master track, and the performance track are all muted right now. And the arpeggiator track is muted too. So when I hit 2, it's going to bring these 3 in, and it's going to mute this effects track. So another cool thing, as you can see what I'm doing, I'm using this TX-6 mixer right now, and it's allowing me to record everything that's going on here. And I also have this ducking feature enabled, which lets me talk and speak over music that's being played, and it'll duck the music so that you can hear me a little bit better. Now, granted, with this device, I noticed that it would be cool to be able to maybe change the ducking a little bit, in the sense of I would like to be able to have the duck stay a tiny bit longer upon me stop talking. So what I mean by that is, as I'm playing music and then I start talking, I'd like maybe like, I don't know, a second rather than the millisecond that's created there of keeping that volume ducking before it goes back up to a level, or the regular level, and perhaps even having a control over how low it ducks. That would be really cool. But right now I'm holding this effect 2, which can be customized as well. But effect 2 right now I have set up to, I think it's called tape stop or something like that. Yeah. So tape stop kind of stops the tape and lets me just talk without, ducking. So I can kind of see potentially using ducking sometimes, but also just using this when I want the volume to be fully out so that you guys can hear exactly what I'm saying without having to control the volume here. And there's different ways that we can stop this too. We can do the slow stop like you just heard, but you can also press and hold shift, and then I can press this button to change it to a quicker stop. That was not true. You have to rotate this to change within the setting. So you see how it just stops right away. So I'm like wanting to talk, blah, 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 and I can talk clearer in this particular setting, which is really, really incredible. So let me stop this for a second. Let me stop this. So with this TX-6, you can also be playing music on any of your inputs and press and hold shift and press one of these buttons, at the track buttons at the bottom, to change dramatically the sound that you're hearing. So in addition to the master effects, which I'll go through a little bit right here, there's like reverb up top, there's chorus, there's delay, reverb, chorus, delay, just those three for the top. But in the bottom, you have tape, you have filter, you have CPU, distortion, tremolo, and FRZ. Forget what that stands for. Let's see what it sounds like though. All right, interesting, right? So also, if you want to change the filter type that you're hearing here, we can play and we can press and hold shift and press this track 1 button, and then it'll allow us to be able to change different settings sort of on the fly, in addition to these knobs here. So let's take a look at that. So right here, you can change the filter, low pass, high pass, back to 0. And then I can also press and hold shift and track again to go to a different setting for track 1. So that's a compressor. So as you can see, the red levels, get really close the higher you turn the compressor up, which is basically changing the decibel level. Pan, right, left, right, left. I think there's a way to center it back quickly, but I don't remember what that is. Filter, back to filter. So yeah, so having these two to be able to use together, and like I said, I'm going to continuously make videos like this and kind of show different settings and workflows and stuff. But this is sort of a live performer's dream. And to that point, what I'm going to do right now to end the video today is I just want to kind of go through some different sounds on here and just kind of do a little jam until I get bored and until I get hungry, and then I'll leave. So hope you guys enjoy. And if you like videos like this, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more content like this. All right, let's get this jam going. talk to you guys later. Peace.